All right, good morning, everyone. It is Thursday, December 19th. We're taking a look at NQ here. We did have that big sell off yesterday following FOMC. And the question for today is whether or not we're going to have any sort of partial retracement, right? Some sort of bounce here, or if the selling is going to continue. That is the question for today. So typically, whenever we have those big expansion moves, right? The norm is to have some sort of compression, some sort of inside day. So we'll see if that actually manifests for today or not. What I'm going to be looking at primarily is how price trades. So we got 3 minutes till the open. So I'll be looking at how price trades versus this 700 pivot right around this area. 700 last week's low, which is right at that's like 21,651 ish, right around there. So we want to see our buyers going to be able to, push up and through 650, push up and through 700 to show a little bit more of a retracement here. And for measuring the retracement, what we can do, as always, just take that fib. So we see the 38% retracement is right there near 700. Your 50% retracement is up near 831. And then the 61% is up at 950. So the 61 and the 50 don't align that well with current levels of interest, unfortunately. That would definitely be my preference, but that's not always how it goes. So let's see how we open up. GDP was pretty much a nothing burger. Not a lot of action there. We've got so far a pretty good bounce during the overnight session. Not all that surprising. Now we just want to see our buyers able to reclaim 700 or not. That's pretty much the focus early on. 700. What's that reaction versus 700 versus last week's low? We've got price pressing up against that overnight high right now. Now, if 700 does fail, I want to be really cautious with any sort of long. Price can potentially trade back into that 550, potentially even into the overnight low right there, right? So also taking a look at prior day structure, that big lower high, that's a significant pivot from the prior day setup there is right at 700. So we know that's going to be a big level. So let's see. We got about 10 seconds till the open. See what we're looking at. Do we have 10 a.m. data? We do have some 10 a.m. data as well. There's your open. Sellers step in right away. Right away, some sellers step in. Definitely a gap higher this morning, but not a true gap as I define it. But 5-minute regular trading hours shows the magnitude of that gap. Let's see what we're talking about here. 1% gap higher. So you see that 650 area holding. That's last week's low. That's the current session volume point of control as well. There's price, new high of day up through that overnight high. And again, the real test here is 700. Hope no one shorted overnight. It's going to be a painful open for anyone who shorted overnight. I have this on. There we go. There's that 5 minute. I had this on the 10 minute earlier. So here's that prior day pivot, right? Being tested right now. Sellers stepping in there right at 700. Right back into 650. At least we have some good volatility, huh? Getting 50-point moves here with every 1 minute candle. On that note, make sure you're paying attention to the width of the structure. If you set risk against structures, you may need to drop size if those structures are wider. So make sure you're double checking those things. Five-minute currently shaped like a doji. Some indecision here off the open. Fast markets, yes sir, Benny. Yes sir. Yeah, same. I like markets like this. Good volatility. That's a trader's friend right there. Nice bounce again versus 650. I'm still cashola. We're waiting. Staying patient. Staying patient here. So 650, that was last week's low. Still the volume point of control as well. Big volume this morning. Nice push in ES. If you like trading S&P, I did note that S&P actually, even with yesterday's sell-off, it did hold support. Still have intermediate term neutral over there on S&P. You got a push here in Russell. Dow is pushing. So NQ actually lagging behind. We haven't seen that in quite a while. All right, there's that first 5 minute closure. It is, in fact, a doji. Now we're right back into 650. So just kind Kind of a ping pong here between 650 and 700 for NASDAQ. Down into the lows. See if a new low is going to be made. Oh, there's your new low of day for NASDAQ. So like we said, 550 next downside level. I won't be in any rush to try and catch a falling knife here personally, especially in no man's land. So there's a waiting game for me. We wait. We wait. We wait. If you were shorting 700, you're sitting pretty right now. That prior day pivot. Yeah, that short was nice. There's VWAP. I'd be cautious right there, personally. See if we could trade 550. A plus playbook set up the short at 700. I'd have to agree with you there. I would have to agree. Mr. Dom. Benny's locking profits. Nice. Nice. $90. Nice work. Nice work. Volatility is back. Hopefully it sticks around. VWAP holding so far. VWAPy. There's a potential lower high in the making. Still all cash on my end. Cashed up. Nice higher low there. Boy, these are wide markets. Be careful, folks. Be careful. There's your last week's low. That 650 area. Quarter size type action. Yeah, that's a good call. All has to do with risk point. If you trade structure, those risk points are going to be wider. It's pretty much a fact. Nice bounce. A little higher low there. Right back into VWAP. About 15 minutes into the sesh. So that 550 is going to be treated if we get there. Some buyers there versus VWAP again. Sellers stepping in near that session volume point of control. Last week low, 650 area we've been talking about all morning now. Yeah, that 945 long was pretty nice, Christopher. I would agree with that. I definitely agree with that. Need a break of 650 here. I let him take the trail. Intraday is just stepping lower. What time is it? It is 10 till 10. 10 till 10 a.m. We have some data. Preference now is action above 650. Some favorable market structure up there, or a washout into 550. You got that level of interest there. So let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Got a decent 40-point play. How we doing? How's the morning? Staying safe out there? Daily goal unlocked out, green and safe. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. That lockout feature really is great. It really is solid. NQ into the lows. There's your new low of day. There's 550 being tested. We got 4 minutes till 10 a.m. I'm inclined just to wait till 10 a.m. here. Got the one trade on the sesh. They have a trade lockout based on profit already? I don't see that. I've not seen that yet. Oh, I mean like a not a profit target lockout, but once you're up a certain amount, there's like you can adjust the drawdown percentage. So if you hit daily goal, say, then it locks you out if you give back 30% of whatever that value is. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, so that way you could keep trading, but you're not going to get hit by any of those demons that'll rise if you end up taking a loss. Give back some of those profits. We got 1 minute till 10 a.m. There is data at 10. NQ still stepping lower. It's a series of lower highs so far. Yeah, give back a little bit of your profits, and then that little voice just says, "Well, let me just get one more trade just to get back to that spot I was at." And that's the final blow. The second that runs through your mind, you're finished. It's over. It's over. All right, there's 10 a.m. NQ still here at 5. Well, man, this is a wide structure. It's a 50-point structure. Still here near 550. That's wild. This little structure right here is 50 points. Careful. Careful, careful. Drop size. Drop size. Not seeing anything super compelling here currently, so staying patient. Volume is really tapered down. Here come the lows. There's your new low of day. There's a true test of 550. So if this area fails, take a look at your 5-minute regular trading hours chart. That gap fills down into 430. And that's where you have that next level of interest, 430. So buyers need to see a break of this 600 area. Otherwise, price is just still stepping lower. Stepping lower, stepping lower. I did get a little sample right there at 550, but it looks like it may get trailed. Trail's already in profit. Any longs in this tape, you got to be nimble. Gotta be nimble and cautious. He said, huh? Huh? There's the trail. Two trades on the morning. Two trades. 2 for 2. The idea there, Christopher, is the 550 level of interest. Case could be made for intraday spring, although I don't really consider that a spring because the intraday is currently a downtrend. So you can find yourself in trouble if you call every reclaim of a prior lower low a spring within the context of a downtrend. So I don't really consider that a spring, but kind of has that spring-esque, if you will. Main thing there is the level. It's the level of interest. See how responsive buyers are still in this area. So if we can get a break of 600, that would be nice. Problem is then finding an entry. Well, there's definitely a big fight here. NQ back into the low. Oh, you shorted VWAP there? Nice. There's your new low of day. So case in point with the longs, keeping them nice and tight. Bearish environment, intraday stepping lower. Counter trend, so you have to manage the trade a little bit more tightly. That's how you have to approach it when you're trying shorts in a bullish environment. So at this point, I like to see some intraday change of character, and ideally that takes place above 550. Otherwise, I'll wait for a push into 430. It's that overnight gap fill. We're in a gap fill spot in the next downside level of interest. I have no interest in getting involved anywhere in no man's land. Yeah, the 700 short. I would agree. I would agree with that, Dom. For sure. 5 minute definitely looks better. The session volume point of control just stepped lower. It's now 573. Let's see. This looks better. No change of character just yet. I like action above 600. All right, NQ into just shy of that 600. 590, 595. Here's 600. Keep an eye on your 15-minute bar closing here in 2 minutes. It's a big hammer so far. Of course, given the width of the current candles, that could easily change. So wait for it to close. Where's your push up through 600? That's better. No entry. No entry that I saw. That I loved anyway. That I loved. It's all good though. The day is young. The day is young. Look at that 5 minute. That's the bid monster right there. Right back into that 650 zone, that kind of blue highlighted zone. It's been key all morning. See if we could find one more setup. I'd like to be done before the leaf blowers pull up to my community because mental clarity is just gone once those things start going. Yeah, leaf blower Thursday. And there's a lot of leaves right now. My goodness. Fall just came in Dallas. Fall has just come. In the middle of December. Leaf PR, yep. 100%. NQ pulling back a little bit here. Back into that 600 area. You have that high volume node here as well. So buyers are looking for that break up through 650, and then you may get a retest into 700. Volume coming in a bit more. Decreasing a bit more. So far, though, like we talked about before the bell, inside day, right? Almost 1 hour into the sesh. Just an inside day. Sellers so far unable to fill that overnight gap. Yeah, I'd be keeping an eye on this 15-minute. If this bar can show some follow through, you may get that retest of 700. 550 by 700, yeah. Could be the range for today. First print below minimum volume threshold, though. It's kind of surprising, all things considered. More sellers stepping in now. So sellers, they're trying to hold price below this pivot. That's why I have this kind of highlighted here on the chart. We'll make it red. You can see that was the prior high back in November. Price breaks out. Looks like December 4th, that is. You get the retest on December 10th. And then the continuation. So what sellers want to see is this turn into a much higher time frame lower high. That's what they're looking for. And any action continuing to keep the current structure below 700 keeps that higher time frame, or excuse me, that intermediate time frame backdrop as bearish. So that 700 pivot remains critical. That's what I was looking at for the intermediate term trend. That pivot right through there. NQ back into the lows. Rejected that 650 zone up through here. We are right back into 550. Right back in there. So no follow through on that 15-minute bar. And if the lows crack, the lows break with acceptance, be looking at 430 here. 430. So if buyers have any interest in this zone? So far, no. Pretty limited. This action right there here, not all that compelling. Now they're trying a little bit. Trying a little bit. Right back into VWAP. Sellers step in there again. I gave that one a try. Little attempt there. Didn't amount to much. It's not the kind of tape for me to be giving trades a wide leash. So 3 for 3. And just call it there. About 1 hour into the sesh. How's everyone's morning? How we doing? Still green. Staying nimble, hopefully. NQ coming into the lows. May see a new low of day here. NQ right into the lows. Testing the lows now. There's your new low of day. 430 next up. Small green, still green, but not the easiest day. Trading demo after the short. Auto liquidate with profit target. Nice. That's good. That's good. So NQ pushing into no man's land here. About 1 hour into the sesh. I'll be looking at pretty much game plan stays the same. I'll look at any action above 550 with favorable market structure, bullish market structure above 550. Otherwise, looking at any reaction into 430, maybe even 350. But that is through the lens of longs, of course. And longs are fighting the primary play right now. So caution is warranted. But on that note, I'm going to go ahead and call it a morning. Had those 3 trades. Don't want to press my luck here. So thank you guys for jumping into the stream. Hope you had a solid morning. We'll keep it going in the think tank. Stay nimble. Make sure you're paying attention to width of structure for your stops. Very, very important. And we'll see you tomorrow morning. Take care.